guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm currently at my friend Luke's sort of little workshop. Luke's a fabricator by trade. I've brought him my Sump to put the oil return line on for the turbo, and Luke's going to be helping with all the fabrication stuff. So he's going to be making the manifold, all the downpipe. He's even going to be doing like the intercooler pipes and stuff. So he's going to be a real big help on this build. So yeah, so we're doing the Sump now, so I'll get a few little videos of him doing that and where he's putting it and why he's putting it there, and yeah. Right, okay, so we've just about finished. It's looking pretty good. I'm just going to get a cap to cover it for now when it's back on the engine, just so there's no dirt and crap getting in. A lot of people normally put the return bungs on this side of the Sump. If you look at the angle where it sits, if it's sat on this side here, and if you, let's say you don't have a baffled Sump, when you're accelerating, all the oil's going to be pushed back here, and it could potentially not block but make it harder for the return oil to flow down. So we've gone for this side. So if you look, if you sit flat here, it's almost as tall or as high as this side there. So it'll be a lot more free flowing that side. But yeah, that's basically why I put it on that side.
Mention the size maybe.
Yeah, it's the size AN12. The bigger the better, really.
Yeah.
So AN12 is more than enough. So that's the size we've gone for the return. So once the baffled Sump's in there, we're pretty much good to go to put it back on and give it a once over, and that's it. Right, so I'm back in the garage now. What I'm basically doing now, I'm going to take the timing cover off, and then I'm going to do all the timing stuff with the stock cams that I've got. I've also got a new guide, because the other one, if you remember, I snapped. Pretty sure I snapped it when I took it off. Basically, it was just like sitting down there. So, got a replacement for that. So we're good to go to put that back in. And then once the timing stuff's all done and on, I'll put the Sump back on, cams back on, head back on, and then we should be ready to basically just put the intake manifold on, and then saw the wiring out. And then after that, we're pretty much ready to just start bolting on the turbo stuff. So get all this knocked out, and then we should be good to go. Right, so I've got the Sump off. Well, it was already off, but I've given it a real good clean out. Just get any gunk and crap or anything out. If you've ever got a Sump off, you might as well just give it a real good clean while it's off. So yeah, so getting this in. Now, I know how it goes in, but it's just doing it with one hand. It's like that. And it just, there you go, pushes down and it didn't move. So there, it's a bit of a slow-mo round so you guys can really see how it goes in. So if you're ever doing one yourself, then you know exactly where it goes. Yeah, and this little bit here, this pivots, just push that up like that, because when your oil pump hits it, that goes over and locks it in place. So just leave that open, and then when it hits that, it'll close, and that's it. The dropping ones are really easy, and it actually looks really nice. It's a shame that you're never going to see this, because it does look really good. But right, let's put that on, and then we can move on to the cams. Right, I finally got the Sump on. Basically, it was a pain in the ass. So when I got it off, because there's obviously just the oil pickup in there, you can tilt it on the side like that and then sort of go down. But with the baffling, it likes to go up like straight, because I kept hitting the corner of the baffle, so I had to really like push down the subframe as far as I could just to wedge it back up. So that's something to bear in mind if you're ever doing this, because it didn't want to go up at an angle like I took it off. It wanted to go up fairly level. But yeah, I struggled with it. It took me about an hour but it's on, so that's done. So now I can move on to the cams and get this thing put back together. Right, I've just got the cams sorted. Now I'm just going to put the little carriers on. But good tip before you put these in, just lube them up a little bit, because you know no one likes going in dry. Don't want that chafing. Okay, so finally back together. So mounts on, timing covers on, chains on, cams are all done. We're all ready to go. All I need to do now is intake manifold, rocker cover, and the new throttle body. Well, it's not new, but I've got new gaskets for them. So for me, it'll be tomorrow. For you, it will be in a sec. Okay, so we're pretty much back together, kind of. Now I've got a few things I need to do, but I'm really happy with how it's looking now. Really happy. I need to sort out the throttle cable, because where I had that before running, it won't work now, so I need to reroute that. I need to sort out the vac cable that goes from the intake manifold to the brake booster. I need to move my washer bottle, because the boost pipes are going that way, so I need to make something this side. I need to sort the wiring out. I need to do this. I've still got a few things to do, but I think I'm going to wrap it up for this video. This is part 2 now, and then part 3 I'll address all that other stuff, but there's plenty more things to do, and I'll just bring you guys along with me. So if you don't want to miss the next one, hit subscribe and you'll see. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it's looking. I'm just excited to get it all done now, and I really want it to be done now, but it's, well, the weather conditions at the minute are pretty horrific. I'll just put a little video in so you can see what I was driving in today. But you won't want to drive this in this weather, put it that way. So like I always say, until next time guys, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.